So I got a question in the previous video of how to control the mind. So the question is something like, I don't have time to deeply observe something due to work pressure, and what is the solution for it? First of all, we need to understand that why you don't have the time to deeply observe something. In order to deeply observe something, the degree of concentration has to be perfectly aligned with the object of concentration, and in order to perfectly align with the object of concentration, it will get aligned if that object elevates your consciousness at the first place. If that objects most of the time our mind doesn't want to deeply observe something. It just want to derive a very minute amount of pleasure, a bit of dopamine release from the content of the social media or something like that. It doesn't want to go deeper into it because mind, if the mind wants to go deeper into it, it has to work. It has to change its framework, and mind doesn't want it. Mind wants those little bit of pleasure from the pressurized zone of work or something like that. So the second part of the question is, due to work pressure, I don't want to deeply observe it, but there's something there is missing actually. Why do you want to do the job where you are feeling pressurized? The thing is that either your skill set is very above with the expectation of the job, with respect to the expectation of the job, or your skill set is very below with the expectation of the job. The frustration will naturally come when there is not a balance between the expectation of the job or the skill set of the job. If there is no balance between expectation and the skill set, so my question to you is, why do you want to do at the first place this kind of job where you feel pressurized? You are feeling pressurized because either you are socially conditioned to do the job, or either the external expectations are heavily conditioned on your mind to perform the certain repetitive activities in the job that you really don't want to do. So question yourself deeply, why do you want to do that job actually? What is it giving me at the end of the day? Must we not ask it? Or even though people feel pressurized, why don't they get out of it? Because to get out of it, because mind wants security actually. Even though they feel pressurized, they want a security. It is similar to a kind of relationship. In the relationship, when you're having a very huge amount of expectation from the other people, even though that person wants to control you, even though you feel pressurized, even though you don't wanna get deeper into relationship and don't want to leave that relationship, but still you don't want to do because mind wants a amount of security actually. It finds security into those kind of pressurized zone actually. That's why it doesn't get out of that relationship. It has a different kind of security. And the moment you want to change your job or something like that, then the mind has to think in a very different way. Mind has to change its dynamics within, and that is very very painful because the change is painful. That's why you don't want to take the decision or the a certain amount of risk from within to achieve a job. So devote yourself into a right action, a right job in which there is no sense of this kind of anxiety and work pressure, and all those parameter will get dissolved after taking that decision in your life. This kind of anxieties and the pressure and all those things we have to incorporate in our job, because somehow we want to decorate things, somehow we want to do a pre-planned, a pre-scripted activity which we really don't want to do, and after getting exhausted about 8 hours or 9 hours in the job, and we want this kind of short pleasures from social media or something which is not deeper into its intellectual ability or something like that, which is very very normal or superficial, which will give you a superficial happiness. So must we not change that 8 hours of continuous pressure into a kind of much more devotional, or much more a kind of activity where our consciousness will get activated and our consciousness will get uplifted day by day? Must we not devote ourselves to that kind of job or something like that? If the job is downgrading your consciousness, then why at the first place you have chosen this kind of job? I know, because in the society there are a lot amount of expectation from the people. There are expectation from your girlfriend, from your parents, from your teachers, and we just want to. We are getting day by day molded by the other people's expectation. After 5 years, what will happen? After 5 or 6 years, if you don't take that risk in your life, that 5 years of continuous bearing the pressure will take you to 50 years. Then you will find, then it would be something so much of saturation that you don't even want to change or come to a very, what to say, a very pleasurable kind of state of the mind, because at the end it is all dependent on the state of your mind. So choose a very, take your time and choose a very interesting job in which your consciousness, your thinking ability, your thought process is getting much more activated, uplifted, and in a way, into the process of your journey, it is getting much more purified. Your mind is much more purified. That you need to actually find out. It takes time, but it will give you an ultimate solution. It will give you the solution to the entire trajectory of your career. So the job should be carefully chosen in life, because ultimately you are devoting your entire, like, one third of the day to that certain activity. So that activity should uplift you, right? That activity should not downgrade you. Yes, and in the second place, to go deeper into this kind of thoughts, mind doesn't want to do that actually. Mind wants those little, very superficial kind of pleasure or something. If mind really wants to go deeper into it, it will alter his own hypothesis that it has previously defined. The hypothesis related to its security, related the definition of happiness, everything will get altered after getting deeper into something which will really elevate the mind. So you cannot go deeper into something. That something has to be associated to uplifting the consciousness of your mind. Anyway, I think I gave you some perspective on that particular topic, and I think you will get help out of it. If you have any questions related to your daily life, related to any kind of principle, philosophies, and the questions about relationships, anything like that, you can write comments, and you can send me a mail also. I will give the mail ID, and that's it. Thank you for listening.